the failure.
Oh, here's Rolla looking at Gordon Pala to get on the end of it. Right-hand side has really caused problems, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they're all over this Indonesian team.
I just wonder, Russian, whether they've thought, well, it's not Pratama there. The pace he's got. Edo Febriancha has barely played in this tournament.
Yeah, and the thing is, Philip Roller has got plenty of pace, loves getting forward into advanced areas. He's a quality player. And when you think about the options that they have, it's incredible.
Fullback is an embarrassment of riches, isn't it?
Tristan can come in on this left-hand side. Obviously a very different player to Teraton. Philip Roller can come on that right-hand side and can get forward into... He can even play as one of the front three if they absolutely need him to.
Narrabudden's kicking his heels on the bench today. Back by Tirsen. He gets a return ball. Tirsen slips that through. Super chop. On the volley!
He's unable to get that one on target, but he's backing away as he hits that as well.
That's incredible technique.
Lovely technique. Wonderful defending from Asnawi. But Super Chok, with this role that he's got, you know, a lot of the focus on Chanatip, and rightly so, but Super Chok as well, I think, in the games that he's played for Thailand, has been brilliant to watch. And he's, again, I keep talking about, he's harping on this, but another player who I feel is sort of outgrown a Southeast Asian league.
Yeah.
And perhaps can go in and test himself. I think he's ready, you know. At a certain point, you think of players like Quang Hai, you think of players like Super Chok, they reach a certain level, and then they sort of improve. You feel like they need to move on.
Yeah, it's a step, isn't it, that a lot of these footballers will need to take. A few of these Thai footballers have done it. Of course,
Oke, akan aku masakin buat kamu.
Now Borden Pala. It's not happening at the moment for the Indonesians, and he's applauding these efforts.
Yeah, he's applauding the pressing.
Not bad for a side that doesn't keep possession, apparently, Russian. There was a little jibe in the press conference, wasn't there? And they've got 77% of the ball, and they're doing a lot with it as well, aren't they? But here come Indonesia. Babak with an important touch. Now Irfan. Overlapping run. Edo Febriansyah. Away by Kritsada. Double header from him to make sure.
Yeah, listen, I mean, obviously some mind games, right, at play.
We've enjoyed this.
That.
We've really enjoyed that.
I've just loved it. You know, we've seen the battles on the pitch, the tactical battles on the pitch, and the coaches as well on the touchline. You know,
this man does not hold back.
He doesn't, and he's such an experienced coach as well. So I mean, trust him. He knows what he's doing, especially in these press conferences.
Absolutely. Look, he talked about, I've won 20-odd titles as a manager and player. Of course, he was a bit of a legend at Seongnam. Won 6 league titles there and won the Champions League with them as a manager as well, and did so well with Korea. Won the AFF Cup and then beat Germany in the World Cup in 2018. And he said, I want to transfer some of that mentality to my players. And he said, Indonesians are too nice, too friendly. I don't want him to be so friendly. He speaks his mind, Russian. That might rub people off the wrong way sometimes. There's Thailand come forward here with Supachok. Is there a foul there? Yes, it is.
Well, that was really well worked by Thailand again. They're a joy to watch in possession. I mean, the way they sort of worked it out from under pressure down that left-hand side, switch of play, find a link in Supachok there, who was aware enough to hold on to it. He knew he had to sort of wait for the run of the roller on the outside of him. Was able to turn away from that pressure, win a free kick in a really good position. No Tirathon for them though.
Yeah, this would be something he'd like to step up for. This is fairly central. There's a bit of a discussion.
He's not too bad as well, to be fair.
Borden Pala is saying, I want this one. Here's Borden. We had a classic free kick from not too far away from that position a few days ago, Roshan. It'd be pretty hard to replicate that. But the final will be the perfect place to do it.
Yeah, I think he is his technique. You can see he's already looking up as he wants to hit that Borden. His head goes up before he makes contact with the ball.
There's Sivarak, who's had to come in for Chachai, who sustained an injury in that second leg. He filled in very, very well. Elias Dola gets the header first. Delightful ball from Chanatip. Here's Borden, he's looking for some support. It was excellent work, wasn't it, from Asnawi, who's tenacious, but has conceded a free kick here.
It's a really good battle. Down this side of the pitch, Asnawi, a very talented defender. It's a good challenge. Quick to get up on his feet to try and recover. And he needed to time this one really well. But just perhaps a little bit overzealous on the second one.
Another one of those, Roshan, that plays his football overseas.
That's right.
In Korea. Borden Pala on the free kick again here. Borden, ball does its job. Here's Chanatip. Wasn't the touch I think he would have wanted there. Titipan. Indonesia try to break forward. Witan Sulaiman, lovely touch from him. Slips that into Irfan. It bubbles around. They're asking for the penalty. Some of them, the referee points the other way. That has been the best attack so far.
Yeah, look at the player who's made that challenge. It's Chanatip. He's covered so much ground to get himself back there, and that's been one of the impressive things about Chanatip in this campaign, is his willingness to track back and help out defensively. It all started, I think we can see quite clearly that it's a foul to Thailand. Chanatip just gets across, he does well, uses his body well, and then gets a kick from Irfan. Here's another close-up for you. Goes right through the back of Chanatip's leg there.
It's a lot of ground, isn't it? He's covered there, tracking back.
A wonderful move from Indonesia, though. It all started from Ricky Kambuaya, who beat a couple of Thai players. Played a lovely ball forward for Witan Sulaiman. That first touch from Witan was excellent because it continued the momentum of the move. Allowed him to play that attempted pass in behind.
Rolla. Back to Elias Dola. Here's Kritsada.
I think first time we've seen Kambuaya really get on the ball was just then.
We've said his name.
That's right. Not his fault, of course. It's been difficult for Indonesia to get anything done in possession.
What a touch that is from Supachok to Rolla, who's steaming into the penalty area. Laid back for Chanatip. Supachok. Now Wiratep taking a heavy touch. And perhaps here Indonesia can break again. Taken too long on the ball. Asnawi. There was space in midfield, wasn't there? Bordin. Straight to the keeper, that was offside. Russian, they've got to get that ball zip faster, don't they?
Yeah, and there was a real chance for Indonesia to break forward on the counter-attack. Asnawi, he needed to play that ball quicker. Instead, it broke down in midfield. Bordin's just offside. He does stray offside. You can see him just leaning forward. Flag gone up. Good decision by the assistant referee.
At their pace, Russian, the counter-attack at the moment seems their best option, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The way that Thailand are coming and pressing them high.
You know, if they can get out of the counter-press. That's the thing, they haven't been able to get out of Thailand's counter-press. And the counter-press meaning the moment Thailand lose the ball, Thailand straight away want to win it back. So they're quick to close down again and try and win the ball back again. And Indonesia are sort of just panicking in those moments, in those possession phases. But you just look at the connections here between the Thai players, how close they are to each other. They're all moving in tandem, looking to provide support. I mean, those possession numbers are just ridiculous.
But it's one in which, different from some of the other possession stats we've seen, where Thailand are actually utilising this, aren't they, the possession?
Yeah, it's almost as if Polking has said, yeah, oh, so you said we're not doing well in possession. Okay, I'll show you.
Exactly.
It's almost as if he's taken it personally.
He was distinctly unamused by that whole possession comment. And certainly this feels, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is more possession than they had against even the likes of Timor-Leste. They've absolutely dominated the ball, haven't they? Here's Wiratep. Now Tristan Doe. Here's Bordin Pala. He's going on a surging run himself, Bordin Pala. Witan Sulaiman now for Indonesia. Two players right on him. You have not a moment to breathe when you have the ball if you're an Indonesian player.
This is what I was referring to. The moment they win it, Thailand are quick to just swarm around them. And if it takes conceding a free kick, sure, do it, because you break up that opportunity to counter-attack. And again, Witan, as I mentioned earlier, whenever he's on the ball, you see Thai players desperate to get around him defensively to try and stop him from doing anything. They're really nullifying Witan's threat at the moment.
Well, Mano Polking is of German and Brazilian descent. Bit of Gegen pressing from him, Roshan perhaps. And that is away from Tirisandanga. This is without some 7 regulars today, Roshan, as well. This is the ability of this side. That's a scary thing, isn't it? Alfredo Devanga. Now Asnawi. Witan Sulaiman gives that away rather cheaply. Back with Thailand. That's why they've seen so little of the ball. Just can't hold on to it even when they do have it. Supachok.
Yeah, the level of talent sort of coming through in these countries is just incredible. I mean, yes, you talk about population and all that, and sure, they've got a bigger talent pool, but also I think football is life in these places. You know, it's a massive part of the culture.
Yeah, if you visited Indonesia or Thailand, you see every patch of grass, any plot, little space, kids are playing. Great to see. Super Chok. Here's Tirasin, waiting for that little overlapping run from Bordin-Pala. Oh, he's found some space there, Tirasin, and the shot is wide. He wants that second.
The combinations are just outstanding from Thailand. I mean, the way they're able to just pass it through this Indonesian side, it's just too easy. And they are making it look easy. It's not easy, but they're making it look so simple. And again, pressing here to win the ball back.
Here's Tristan Doe. They've got a corner here, Thailand. There was a moment in that earlier move where Rahmat was talking to Risky about go for the man, track him, keep an eye on him. They're not able to, Russian, at the moment. The movement is amazing.
Keep up with the level, the quality, the pace of the movement, and how quickly the ball is moving as well. You see it from Thailand. It's 1 and 2 touch play. It's 1 and 2 touch play, and it moves on to the next player. And then when they need to show that quality, that individual quality to beat a man or to hang on to it, to draw players towards them before releasing it into space, they know when to do that as well. Awareness of the spaces that they're in. They're just in complete control of this game so far.
Tip. Are they going to go short? Well, they do, but it's to Kritsada. Charged down by Didik Setiawan. And it's a foul by the Thai skipper.
They lose it, they press again, can't win it, foul, stop the play, get everyone back into defensive shape, get themselves organized. That experience coming in handy. And speaking of experience, you brought up average ages earlier. I had a bit of a chuckle to myself because I remember speaking to Haris Harun, the Singapore captain, recently, and was asking him about Singapore being the oldest side in the competition and whether that was a cause for concern. He said he doesn't think so because the only reason the average age is up so high is because of Hassan Sani. So and I was thinking about Thailand, and you mentioned Thailand.
Yeah.
Second oldest?
Yeah, second oldest. Siwarak is...
Siwarak is what, 37?
Correct. So he's bringing the average up. Flag has stayed down for Didik. It's out by Elias Gola. And we're going to have the first Indonesian corner. Now he's just having a chat here with Asnawi Shin Tae-yong. I think he's just trying to organise that defence, isn't he?
I think he's just trying to make sure that they're shifting together as a unit and staying tight and moving together, because at times they're getting dragged out of position.
Yeah, using the assistant coach Nova Arianto to translate his thoughts. But it's up the other end at the moment that Indonesia focus our attentions on. Kritsada had been fouled. The referee will not let that corner be complete.
Well, there's a foul there on Kritsada. Just goes for a bit of a lie down.
Well, it's been that easy for them, is it, at the back? They haven't really been troubled, have they, Russian, at the other end? No shots at all, no attempts. They've barely got to the final third, Indonesia. And you contrast that with 7 shots from Thailand, 4 of them inside the box. 2 of them on target. If we're being really picky, Roshan, should they be a goal or 2 more higher than what they've got now? That's been really critical though, isn't it? It's just been a joy to watch.
Being hyper critical. I mean, there's always going to be something you can pick out, right?
That looked the late challenge by Elias Dollar. Play will continue for the moment. And Dollar's walking away. Elias Dollar, he knows exactly what's going to happen next. Rahmat Irianto, late challenge on him.
Ooh, that's a late challenge, and he's gone lunging in from quite far off. It looks like Irianto could be okay. Full challenge from Dollar.
Part of their naturalized contingent. Elias Dollar, born in Sweden. Moved to Thailand a couple of years ago. 1.96 meters. By the way, he's just gone down now, Elias Dollar.
Yeah, I think he felt a bit of strain there. He was actually, as he ran off and tried to run away from the referee, he felt a bit of strain. Looks like he could have just jarred his knee, perhaps.
So they've got... If there's a problem here, there's no Manuel Bear. They've got Powie.
Yeah.
If they need. So let's remind you of the goal.
I mean, it's great work, you know. Just again, these triangles here. Superchok just peeling out to the right-hand side initially. Roller with that underlapping run on the inside of him. Ability to beat a couple of players, and then on the defensive side, the 2 Indonesian central midfielders getting completely dragged across and not winning the ball there. Both players getting dragged across into that position. It's left that gap for Chanatip to then have a shot at goal there. The central defenders couldn't step up quickly enough into him. Wonderful work from Thailand on the right-hand side. Great work from Roller, and then a fine finish. Quality finish from Chanatip. Comes into him first time. Into the back of the net. No chance for Nadeo.
But they're taking some time here with Dollar, Elias Dollar, who's not walking particularly comfortably, and I think they just want a word here on what to do next. Polking is still asking, what's the assessment? He's been told just to hold off for a minute.
Well, Poklo has just gone off to increase the intensity of his warm-up.
For a second there, did we think he was going to possibly come on there? But it is going to be Elias Dollar to return to the pitch, it looks like, at the moment. That's the first attempt for the Indonesians.
Yeah, and again, the player who starts it is Kambuaya with a wonderful driving run. He's carrying the ball forward, creating that bit of space for Asnawi. Really drifted infield, didn't he, Asnawi? On his left foot. A bit more encouragement from Indonesia, perhaps. Yeah. Especially with Kambuaya, if they can try and find him on the ball a little bit more. He's got that capacity to run with it. The interesting thing with Kambuaya, just talking to one of the
that he might be available for the
Wujudkan website.
And they managed to get that away through Rizky.
You can't pin Super Chok down. His movement is excellent. And the freedom that they've got, these Thai players, to just get into different positions and still reach.
Roller back to Super Chok. Trying to get to the attack here is Pokla Anand. Super Chok. He looks at the officials. No penalty forthcoming. Here come Indonesia. Look at that pace there on the far side by Alfredo Devanga. Witan Sulaiman. Devanga surely! Oh, he's put that over! A gilt-edged opportunity. What a run though he had from one end of the pitch to the other. You're not going to get a better opportunity than that.
Oh, that's a big opportunity for Indonesia. And again, it's on the counter-attack. This is where they've looked the most threatening. Wonderful ball played across. Initially for Dedik. Witan making a great run. Alfeandra, I mean, credit to him. From where he started to where he ends up in the area there. It takes a bit of a bobble, but you expect him to finish. He's got all the time in the world, really, to even sort of just take a touch if he wants to. But even if he hits it first time, you have a look at the technique there again. As he hits it, he's looking up. He's not got his body over the ball to try and keep it down and on target.
Not normally that high up the pitch as well, is he? Alfredo Devanga, and that would have been 1-1. Right back in this. Went through the legs as well, it appeared, of Tristan Doe. That ball across from Witan Sulaiman.
Yeah, and Tristan, he had to come across. He had to go across to take care of that run from Dedik Setiawan. And that's why you had that gap there.
So Super Chok felt he should have been given a penalty.
I mean, I saw it in real time. I didn't think so. I think it's a soft one. I don't think that's a penalty at all. He's trying to con the referee into blowing for a penalty. He just realized, Super Chok, that he wasn't really going anywhere. And
so Rahmat Irianto, second time he's gone down. And a common change we've seen in this tournament, if he doesn't carry on, is, well, he looks okay, but there's Evan Dimas replaces him, but he will for now continue. So there've been a few little bright moments here for Indonesia, and they're only a goal down.
Yeah, it's still very much in the game. Let's remember again, first leg, still with the second leg to go. It's important that they don't let Thailand run away with this and kill things off in this one. But you wonder if there are going to be bigger issues for Thailand now with Elias Dola leaving central defense. That changes it up a little bit. We're having to drop into that position and having to do a job. It's not a role that he's been playing in for this side. And you wonder what kind of confusion that may cause. It disrupts the fluidity and the flow of the team structure, of the team shape.
Here he is now with a tap. Gordon goes down. official, by the way, from Saudi Arabia, Al-Hunfud Shukri.
Challenge there on Bodin. Again, they're just trying to maintain their control over this one, Thailand, the way they were passing it around so comfortably. In that interchange of positions, so Pitiwat just a little bit further forward. By the way, it's another central midfielder who's dropped into the centre of defence, Wiratep. Going back to that theory.
Yeah, that theory. He's doing it effortlessly. We'll see, shall we? Here's Tristan Doe. Tirasin. Dropped a bit deep here, Tirasin. Babak clears up. Tristan Doe. That's not a great ball, is it, from Borden Pala? Fascinated to see how Thailand approached the second half of this tie, because they had a lead, they were superior to Vietnam in all departments, and then they went for containment and management. And you heard from Poking post that match saying that was a bit of a mistake from him.
Yeah, I remember that.
3 minutes of added time.
I think because first half of that one they were leading 2-0 one day, so I think they had a little bit more of a platform to defend it. I think you want to sort of maintain your control in this game. You know, they've done so well to make sure that Indonesia can't find a rhythm, can't settle into any sort of passing momentum or passing rhythm in this game, and you want to make sure you don't allow them to gain any sort of confidence.
That won't fall for Didik. Here's Afriande Banga. High boot from him though.
Well, yeah, wonderful work from Alfiandra. Just keeps the ball really well under pressure. So again, picking up the second ball with Pitiwat, was able to just get a toe in.
Here's Supachok. He's got roll out on the outside. Interchange of passes between the two of them. Lovely bit of work here from Supachok. He's still going. Now Borden Pala. Oh, that was almost a brilliant goal, an excellent save from Nadeo. But boy, we would have been gushing had that gone in.
This guy's quality, Nadeo. He's keeping Indonesia in this game. But Supachok once more picks it up, spins away, 1, 2, 3 pirouette, and then that presence of mind. He draws defenders in towards him, creates a bit of space for Bodin. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is beautiful from Supachok. This is a move that deserved the goal. Bodin looking to try and just curl it in towards that far post. Wonderful save from Nadeo.
He was the third choice goalkeeper coming into this. Amazing. Didn't start the first game, was only came on when Imando had an injury in the warm-up. And he's been brilliant ever since. Here's Wiratep.
Ri, mereka jangan baper dong. Mama mana?
Papa nggak tahu, Ri.
Shame on you. Mama happy gak sih?
Ri, kamu sama Gandhi?
Wujudkan website idaman langsung setelah instalasi selesai.
Lo tahu pacar gue namanya Riri. Lo pikirin nama Riri cewek lu doang.
Gue cuma pengen satu, pergi yang jauh dari sini.
Nona sinyal tidak ada. Berdiri dekat sini, Ri, biar sinyal bagus.
Situ orang apa antena?
Dokter Riri, ketemu juga kita tempat ini.
Aku ini datang ke Alor pengen hidup tenang.
Jangan bilang kamu gak pernah ciuman.
Kalau kita ciuman, kita pacaran ya.
Ini gue ngelihat orang bunuh diri pakai mata kepala gue sendiri.
Kita hidup di dunia ini gak sendirian. Ada yang ngawasin kita juga.
Tapi kalau lu gak ngerekam dan ngepost, ini semua gak bakal nyebar.
Pokoknya sekarang gue gak percaya sama siapa-siapa.
Iklan ini untuk kita semua yang merayakan 2021. Untuk semua yang telah berhasil dilewati dan membawa kita ke hari ini. Apapun itu, rayakan semua kemenangan kecilmu bareng film-film Hollywood terbaru di video.
On the roost!
Modified because they were getting outplayed on all parts of the park, weren't they?
Yes, that's what they had to do. They had to react. At half-time, and that's what they did, and that's what they've done. Sorry, they made those changes. So let's see how it affects the overall shape of this Indonesian team. It looks like at the moment it's just going to be perhaps just like for like. Alkan Baggett still going into central defence, still with that four-man back line.
It appeared, Roshan, that they were struggling. Fakhruddin was struggling, wasn't he, with the pace. 32-year-old veteran defender seemed to be struggling with the pace, particularly of Bodin Pala on that left-hand side for Thailand.
I mean, if that was the case, it's an interesting one, because I don't think Alkan Baggett is that pacey as well. So you've now got two young central defenders in there, Rizky and Alkan Baggett. You've taken out experience in Fakhruddin. You've added a bit more experience in midfield in Evan Dimas.
Might see a bit more of Alfredo Devanga, perhaps, just hanging back. We'll see. Forward by Asnawi. Looks like they are certainly trying to be a bit more aggressive if they can. Kadek Agung just muscled off the ball far too easily. Alkan Baggett came in from Ipswich under 23s, another one they're pinning a lot of hopes on. He's had a very eventful AFF Suzuki Cup. Resisted attempts at first to play for Indonesia. They flew in for this tournament and played one match, then got quarantined, and then scored a goal on his return against Malaysia.
It's quite interesting the way he's been used by Indonesia, isn't it? I mean,
second half impact.
It's almost like he's always coming on at half-time. Just see Witan. Here we knock to the back. What they needed to adjust was the left back position as Alfeandra. Which they've dropped into their part of the pitch.
Here's Tirison Dunga, plenty of Thai attackers. Look at that overlapping run on the left-hand side. Just a little bit too much on the ball there. Koklo Anand.
Swift counter from Thailand there. You get the players pouring forward. With a high starting position there for Thailand again. Applying their pressure on the short goal kicks out.
So Fakhruddin Arianto replaced by Alkan Baggett. Edo Febriansyah, the left back, of course, he came in today for the suspended Pratama Arhan. Had quite a tough task on his hands, keeping Supachok and Roller quiet. He has to go as well. Replaced by Evan Dimas, and Rahmat Irianto is the other one who has left the pitch. Evan Dimas replaces him. Well worth a shot, why not? Taking a bit of a deflection. Superchok's effort, and it will be a corner.
He's been everywhere for Thailand. Here he is popping up in a central position. And that would have troubled the goalkeeper. I think they're not taking a bit of a deflection.
Indonesian fans trying their best here to show support for their team. Pretty even numbers in here tonight. Gordon Pala kept alive here by Poklanan. Chanatip out across the board in. Simple in, but it's headed away by Risky.
A brave header away. Brave header away, the second one from Alfreandra. Had to put his head on that. Anticipating the possible contact from Superchok. Get bodies in there and taking on personal responsibility. If the attack crosses that come in.
Interesting little switch, isn't it, to have him now at left wing back.
Well, that's right.
Fernand Devanga.
And in the first half, Thailand got quite a bit of joy down that right-hand side, Indonesia's left. Looks like it was something that they needed to address just at half-time. Decided to go with that switch.
Witan Sulaiman, quick ball in. You can see what he was attempting to do, the Didik. That's solid, isn't it? From the makeshift centre-back today. Wirata up the other end. Here comes Superchok. Is steaming in. Cuts inside Elkabag. It's still Superchok. He goes back to Chanatip. Goal number 2. A fantastic counter-attack by Thailand.
Just too good. Individual quality and brilliance. Giving Thailand this goal.
a lot of work to do for the Indonesians. We were speculating, weren't we, before halftime, how they would approach the second half.
Dan kalau kita berbicara dalam sistem ya, leg 1, leg 2 ini tentunya adalah hasil pertandingan leg 1 akan sangat menentukan dan memudahkan leg kedua. Muradi.
Oh, sangat baik kali umpan Dewangga kepada Kambuaya, namun sudah dibaca dengan sangat baik juga oleh Kritsada. Setelah Kritsada Kaman, tampak Pomponi langsung membuang bola dan mengenai badan dari Kambuaya menghasilkan tendangan gawang. Ada titipan dan Supacai Caidet. Titipan akan masuk. Lempar ke dalam Thailand, inilah titipan Puang Chan. Yang sudah memiliki 39 caps dengan 5 gol. Titipan Supacai. Berpostur sangat bagus sekali, 182 cm. Main di posisi depan sepanjang adalah Siluara, gawang senior, usia 37 tahun. Sangat baik Dewangga. Bulan yang menggagalkan tekanan coba lakukan para pemain Thailand dari sisi kiri pertahanan Indonesia. Ada Dewangga bisa bermain di center back, di posisi tengah dan juga di posisi back kiri. Irfan Jaya. Oh, arahkan langsung kepada Dedik. Dan duel kita lihat dengan Kritsada. Gagal tadi Dedik untuk mengambil bola. Sangat sulit Dedik untuk mendapatkan bola. Dewangga. Hujan dari kelihatan oleh Komprasin ke belakang kanan tangan depan Dimas. Ada Asnawi cocok saja oleh Bordin Pala tadi. Pergerakan Asnawi lempar ke dalam Indonesia. Witan Sulaiman, masih Witan, masih meliuk-liuk, umpan lagi kepada Asnawi. Sedikit melambat ternyata gerakan Asnawi. Witan Sulaiman, Kambuaya agak memberikan umpan kepada Witan. Ada Tristando, sangat baik tadi umpan kepada Tresel Dangda, namun pressing bahkan menyulit Tresel Dangda agak sulit tadi untuk mengontrol bola. Nampaknya ada pergantian pemain. Rasil Dangda digantikan oleh Supachai Chaidet. Sedangkan Pitiwan digantikan oleh Titipan Puang Chen. Inilah Rasil Dangda. Skor sepanjang masa pergaulan AFF 19 gol.
Hasil tidak terlalu banyak berkontribusi dalam lagi kalau kita lihat memang pergantian pemain ini juga tidak bisa dikatakan lemah karena kita tahu sepanjang dari satu striker muda, harapan daripada timnas Thailand di masa depan. Bung Adi.
Dewangga. Indonesia kini coba bangun serangan dari bawah. Evan Dimas Darmono ke belakang. Rekan Bagot langsung arahkan ke kanan tepat oleh Rizky Ridho. Langsung ke depan. Witan Sulaiman gagal tadi. Balik para pemain Thailand kuasai bola. Asnawi. Sangat baik Asnawi. Lewati pipa. Umpan kepada Witan tadi gagal. Inilah Kristandu. Kiri menggantikan posisi Teraton. Rekan Bagot. Tepat langsung pada Dewangga. Evan Dimas Darmono. Lebar kanan ada Rizky Ridho. Sangat baik Kang Buaya. Umpan terobosan. Irfan Jaya. Dan oh Tuhan. Tidak gol Irfan Jaya. Peluang yang sangat terbuka tadi. Kembali gagal. Peluang yang sangat baik Bung Doni.
Ya, sangat disayangkan kita memiliki dua peluang yang sebenarnya jelas harusnya gol. Tidak bisa dikonversikan oleh kedua pemain Indonesia, Dewangga, dan kali ini seorang Irfan Jaya yang tentunya seharusnya salah satu top scorer timnas Indonesia di laga ini harusnya bisa diselesaikan dengan baik, dan sebuah penyelamatan yang tentunya juga baik juga ya yang dilakukan oleh Sirawak. Dan sayang sekali dengan kedudukan belum berubah ke 0-2, tapi paling tidak positifnya mengaku kita sudah bisa lebih mengambil inisiatif serangan.
Sayang tendangan Irfan terlalu ke tengah. Masuk Egy Maulana Fikri. Gantikan Ricky Kambuaya. Kalah duel tadi Dewangga dengan Supachai. Elkan Bagot. Gagal memberikan umpan kepada Dewangga. Keluar lapangan. Dan tertinggal 2-0 Indonesia dari Thailand. Supachai. Songkrasin. Masih Cenati Songkrasin. Keping yang sangat baik. Ada titipan. Dicocok bagus sekali Indonesia. Akhirnya Evan Dimas. Terlalu lama Evan Dimas. Cocok tadi oleh Supachai Chaidet.
Ya, keunggulan 2-0 ini sebenarnya terlihat Bung Adi, tim Thailand sendiri tidak melakukan pressing sekeras, sederas apa yang mereka berikan di babak pertama, dan ini harusnya bisa dimanfaatkan dengan baik oleh timnas Indonesia, mengingat 0-2 tentu bukanlah modal yang baik untuk berlaga di leg kedua, dan tentunya dengan penguasaan bola yang lebih cerdik, passing yang lebih akurat, dan juga konversi sebuah peluang yang lebih baik, kita bisa selamat dari ketertinggalan ini, Bung Hadi.
Dewangga kini Indonesia coba lakukan tekanan dari sisi kanan pertahanan Thailand. Bagus sekali kita lihat Witan Sulaiman. Oh, bukan sebuah pelanggaran. Witan langsung umpan kepada Egy. Terlalu dekat dengan penjaga gawang Siwarak tadi. Umpan dari Witan Sulaiman langsung mengarah kepada Siwarak. Siwarak telah bermain 2 kali saat melawan Vietnam di leg kedua dan juga pertandingan ini karena cederanya juga gawang utama Butro. Evan Dimas Darmono. Indonesia coba melakukan tekanan dari tengah. Ada Dewangga. Sangat baik Dewangga kepada sisi Rizky Ridho. Asnawi Mangkualam. Egy Maulana Fikri. Masih Egy. Langsung depan kepada Asnawi. Masih Asnawi. Asnawi. Oh, tidak ada rekan salah umpan dari Asnawi. Berikan umpan yang kita Witan Sulaiman. Indonesia melakukan tekanan. Evan Dimas Darmono ke kiri. Ada Dewangga. Langsung Irfan Jaya, sangat baik Irfan Jaya, kontrol yang baik. Berusaha didekati oleh Philip. Ada kita lihat Kadek Agung, sangat baik Witan Sulaiman. Masih Kadek, Witan Sulaiman, masih Witan. Oh, gagal. Tapi tekanan coba dilakukan para pemain Indonesia. Ada Supachai, sangat berbahaya. Coba didekati oleh Egy Maulana Fikri. Tapi biar bagaimanapun tekanan-tekanan yang coba dilakukan para pemain sudah cukup baik, Bung Roni.
Oh, sangat baik, sangat Bung Hadi. Melihat adanya opsi tambahan yang biasanya Indonesia terkenal lebih banyak melakukan sebuah serangan dibangun dari sisi sayap, tapi yang dilakukan adalah sebuah penetrasi dari tengah, di mana one-two sangat baik antara Kadek Agung dengan Witan. Sayang sekali belum bisa menciptakan gol untuk Indonesia.
Bagaimana kita pergerakan dari Witan Sulaiman digagalkan oleh Weratep tadi, adalah Witan Sulaiman. Indonesia juga pernah bertemu di Singapura melawan Thailand di semifinal SEA Games 93, tapi saat itu Indonesia kalah dengan skor 0-1 dari Thailand. Masih dikocok oleh Tiapong Peutun, saat itu pemain Indonesia adalah Tiapong, Ibu Kirai. Balasan Thailand atas kekalahan mereka di final SEA Games 91. Kita bisa menang dalam adu tendangan penalti dari Thailand. Kadek Agung asal Bali United. Tendangan bebas Thailand. Leg kedua final Piala AFF 2020 akan berlangsung pada tanggal 1 Januari di stadion yang sama. Inilah turnamen Piala AFF 2020 diselenggarakan pada tahun 2021 dan selesai pada tahun 2022. Elan kuasai bola, Trisada Kama, pas ke depan, Trisada langsung arahkan pada Canatit. Oh, tempat obasan pada Supacai kiri. Ada Philip, langsung ke tengah, berbahaya, ada Supacai shooting. Gawang Indonesia untuk dibobol para pemain Thailand. Sebuah gol yang sangat-sangat mudah, memang sangat bebas dari Supacai untuk bisa mencetak gol, Bung Doni.
Ya, sebuah serangan yang sangat baik sekali. Tapi memang harus kita akui, ini adalah tim yang mempunyai level berbeda dengan kita. Di mana kita lihat di sini pergerakan, semua pemain tahu di mana mereka menempatkan posisinya, dan kita lihat bagaimana sebuah tendangan yang sangat baik sekali. Di sini kita lihat bagaimana dengan mudah mengelabui bahkan 3-4 pemain bertahan Indonesia, dan akhirnya Indonesia tertinggal 0-3. Sangat disayangkan, tapi sekali lagi ya sayang sekali.
Karena memang sangat kosong ya tadi Supacok, tidak ada satupun pemain Indonesia yang mengawal pergerakan Supacok. Kembali Supacok mencetak gol ke gawang Indonesia seperti yang ia lakukan pada kualifikasi Piala Dunia leg pertama di Stadion Gelora Bung Karno. Bahkan saat itu Supacok juga berhasil mencetak 2 gol ke gawang Indonesia. Balik tekanan, keserangan coba dilakukan dari bawah oleh pemain Thailand. Weratep ke tengah, Kristandu langsung arahkan pada Supacok. Kontrol yang baik pada Philip. Masih Philip kuasai bola. Umpan ke depan pada Supacai. Coba dikejar oleh Elkan Bagot. Sangat baik Elkan Bagot. Ini Indonesia. Hati-hati Kadek. Kanan tepat oleh Asnawi. Langsung ke depan. Arahkan pada Egy. Direbut oleh Kristandu tadi Egy. Putar-putar Kristandu. Ke belakang Kristan. Ada Bodin Pala. Ini ada titipan, ke belakang titipan. Titipan Kuang Chan pada Weratep. Sangat bebas para pemain Thailand. Dan nanti Songkrasin ke kiri. Kristandu. Sangat leluasa para pemain Thailand. Bodin. Ke Klau. Dan nanti Songkrasin. Ada titipan, ke kanan titipan kepada Trisada Kaman. Supacok kembali pada Trisada. Supacai Poklau Anan. Bodin Pala, masih Bodin. Supacai, lepas Supacai. Oh, nampaknya pelanggaran dari dilakukan pemain Indonesia. Hati-hati Indonesia, karena para pemain Thailand juga memiliki tendang-tendang yang sangat baik untuk melakukan eksekusi tendangan bebas, Bung Doni.
Ya, sangat sulit sepertinya Indonesia lepas daripada tekanan yang dilakukan dengan deras oleh timnas Thailand. Dan sini terlihat memang ini mental lagi-lagi harus diuji. mungkin memang sangat sulit untuk membalikkan keadaan 3-0-3 untuk bisa meraih poin. Tapi ingat tetap disiplin, masih bisa 20 menit. Balas paling nggak 1 gol untuk membuka harapan kita tentunya di leg kedua. Dan hal-hal seperti ini, sebuah kesalahan dilakukan justru dekat dengan gawang Indonesia, harus segera dihindari. Bung Adi.
Tendangan bebas Tristando, lakukan sudah. Oh, berbahaya tadi shooting dari Tristando. Luar biasa para pemain Thailand. Sangat leluasa untuk mengurung pertahanan Indonesia. Nadeo dari bawah Indonesia. Rizky Ridho. Umpan jauh. Agak dari Irfan Jaya. Witan Sulaiman. Agak melewati Kripsada Witan. Ratep kiri pada Destan. Kini kita lihat Destan ke kanan. Ada Philip Roller. Ada titipan ke tengah. Dan Natip Song Brasil. Sangat leluasa para pemain Thailand. Kripsada. Dan Natip. Restandu balik pada Jonathan. Kripsada Kaman. Bonat. Suara. Titipan. Masih menguasai bola para pemain Thailand. Jonathan Songkratin sangat cepat. Hati-hati Indonesia. Umpan terobosan kepada Philip, coba dikejar oleh Dewangga. Masih Philip. Ada benar sangat baik terlihat oleh Dewangga. Sudah benar sangat mendominasi para pemain. Sangat sulit para pemain Indonesia untuk merebut bola dari para pemain Thailand.
Ya, memang Thailand ini terlihat bermain cukup tenang, cukup santai. Tapi begitu mereka bisa merebut bola, begitu mereka melihat peluang, mereka melihat celah, begitu mudah pula mereka langsung melakukan tekanan. Dan di sini terlihat lagi-lagi, ini sudah berapa kali, hampir 4-5 kali ya, sudah orang melihat lubang yang berada di sisi kiri pertahanan Indonesia.
Dengan penjuru Thailand, Bali Bodin Pala akan melakukan eksekusi tendangan penjuru. Nampak kita lihat ada 4 pemain Thailand di kotak penalti. Ada Supacai, Bodin Pala. Terjadi apakah sebuah pelanggaran, apakah sudah keluar tadi? Tendangan gawang sudah kita lihat ramai rumah kick menggantikan Irfan Jaya. Tinggal 0-3 Indonesia. Tentu saja gol yang sangat besar. Harus mampu dibalas Indonesia. Kawin Tamsak Canan. Nadeo. Ramai rumah kick. Kalah berduel dengan titipan tadi kita Ramai. Ada Bodin Pala. Ke belakang Bodin pada titipan. Keluar tadi, bola dilakukan oleh titipan. Dewangga langsung ke depan, arahkan pada Witan Sulaiman. Dijagalkan oleh Noel Ratep. Banyak ada pergantian pemain lagi kah? Apa penjaga gawang? Kawin Tamsak Canan akan masuk untuk menggantikan penjaga gawang Suara. Thailand sampai bisa mengganti penjaga gawang. Luar biasa ini.
Ya, ini saya bingung untuk menjelaskannya tentunya Bung Adi dan juga pemirsa. Pada saat gol 3-0 gitu ya, mereka bisa mengganti penjaga gawang. Tapi memang kita tahu Kawin sendiri sebenarnya adalah salah satu penjaga gawang yang memang
saya rasa itu
berprestasi.
Saya rasa juga menyatakan bahwa mereka sudah yakin menang dengan mengganti penjaga gawang. Elkan Bagot. Rizky Ridho. Agak memberikan umpan Rizky. Sangat baik para pemain Thailand. Supacok. Coba melakukan tekanan cepat. Ada Supacai. Umpan terobosan masuk kepada Supacai. Lalu jauh. Bola dekat dengan penjaga gawang Nadio. Kanan 1000 pers masuk. 24. Kali gagal anak-anak Garuda untuk menembus pertahanan Thailand. Masih sangat sulit para pemain Indonesia. Sesungguhnya masih ada 15 menit. Apapun bisa terjadi. Tapi banyak para pemain Indonesia agak kesulitan untuk bisa mengembangkan permainan. Di mana kita lihat sangat nyaman para pemain Thailand untuk melakukan passing dan kontrol di arah pertahanan Indonesia. Racit tadi. Ini dari akhiri pertahanan Indonesia. Philip, titipan. Luar biasa kepada Bodin. Philip lagi. Akan Bagot. Halo bola. Ada titipan. Bodin pala. Belakang Bodin. Ada Weratep. Kristandu. Kita lihat Ramai Rumaki ke depan. Intercept dengan sangat baik oleh Krisada Witan Sulaiman. Thailand coba melakukan tekanan kini. Bodin pala pada Krisada. Kristandu ke belakang. Jarak depannya dilakukan oleh Dedik Setiawan. Pelanggaran dilakukan oleh Dedik Setiawan terhadap titipan Kuang Chan. Titipan Kuang Chan adalah pemain yang memperkuat Thailand di Piala AFF 2018 dan 2020. Di Piala AFF 2020 sudah 6 kali bermain, 3 kali sebagai pemain inti dan 3 kali sebagai pengganti. Inilah penampilan pertama Kawin Tamsa Chanan. Kontrol yang baik meskipun di press tadi oleh Ramai Rumaki. Akan Bagot ke belakang pada Nadio. Umpan jauh ke tengah. Ada Egi. Gagal Egi. Evan Dimas Darmono. Umpan jauh pada Asnawi. Musuh ke depan. Ada Dedik Setiawan. Masih Dedik. Penalti kah? Oh, itu kartu kuning. Dianggap Devin tadi dari Setiawan oleh wasit Alphonse Supri Al Hussein dari Saudi.
Sulit. Dedik seandainya Dedik sekali lebih cepat lagi itu bisa terus memegang bola, tapi memang yang terjadi adalah sebuah percobaan diving yang terlihat jelas oleh wasit. Dan
tapi saya lebih setuju tadi Dedik lebih menguasai bola tadi.
Iya betul, Bung Adi.
Rizky Ridho nampaknya sudah semakin pelatihan para pemain Indonesia. Rizky Ridho buang bola tadi keluar lapangan pertandingan, lempar ke dalam buat Thailand. Banyak Thailand memang sudah sangat nyaman, terbukti dengan mengganti penjaga gawang. Berat, Lau. Racit tadi pada Kristandu. Racit lagi. Ada titipan. Hati-hati Indonesia. Di tengah Sangat bebas para pemain Thailand. Ada dengan sangat baik tadi serangan yang coba dilakukan oleh Weracin. Astawi sudah terlihat agak keletihan juga.
Ya, walaupun memang kita harus akui Asnawi termasuk pemain yang bermain cukup baik, tapi memang banyak pemain-pemain Indonesia yang tidak bermain seperti yang diharapkan. Mungkin kelelahan, mungkin juga mental. Bagi juga kita adalah tim yang paling muda secara umuran rata-rata di turnamen ini. Bung Hadi.
Bodin. Pergerakan Egy seorang diri menghadapi kepungan 3 pemain dari Thailand. Karena jelas dilakukan oleh Testangdu. Menit lagi, tapi masih sulit para pemain Indonesia untuk bisa keluar dari tekanan dan juga mengembangkan permainan. Semoga saja peluang tendangan bebas ini mampu menghasilkan gol, setidaknya mampu menipiskan atau jadi tabungan gol untuk leg kedua nanti. Evan Dimas Darmono, karena 3 gol tentu agak berat buat Indonesia, tapi perjuangan masih ada. 10 menit, 9 menit waktu tersisa Indonesia. Evan Dimas Darmono, gol Indonesia. Kadek, Ramai rumah kick. Kadek Agung gagal tadi. 1-2 dengan Ramai. Bola jatuh di kaki Kawin Tamsacanan. Bintang Sancana adalah penjaga gawang Thailand di Piala AFF 2016, mana Indonesia kalah di final melawan Thailand. Ramai rumah kick langsung pada Witan, gagal tadi, dibuang oleh Kritsada. Elkan Bagor. Ini Supacai kuasai bola. Sangat leluasa para pemain Thailand. Baklau. Ada Kanit tadi, Asnawi, Agang Egy, umpan terobosan. Gol lagi pemirsa. Bola tadi digolkan oleh pemain Bodin Pala. Sangat mudah gol diciptakan para pemain Thailand. Sangat leluasa para pemain Thailand untuk bisa mengobrak-abrik pertahanan Indonesia. Jadi 4-0. Kita lihat bagaimana rapuhnya pertahanan Indonesia dan mudahnya Bodin Pala untuk bisa mencetak gol ke gawang Indonesia, Bung Doni.
Ya, memang kalau kita lihat di sini sudah jelas ya, mentalnya kena pemain Indonesia. Mereka sudah kelelahan, tidak tahu di mana harus melakukan posisi. Di sini juga terlihat memang sayang sekali, harusnya Egy segera menyambar bola, membuang bola, dan jadi akhirnya justru Nadia bermain sangat baik. Gawangnya harus bobol 4 kali, sesuatu yang tidak kita inginkan. Tadi Bung Hadi sempat katakan, padahal yang ingin kita miliki adalah walaupun kalah kita mempunyai tabungan gol, tapi terjadi malah kita terpuruk ketinggalan 0-4 di leg 1 ini, Bung Hadi.
Ya, perjuangan tentu saja masih ada. Indonesia masih memiliki kesempatan untuk bisa mencetak gol. Evan Dimas belakang pada Dewangga, balik ke belakang kepada Nadeo. Masih bisa Indonesia. Rizky Ridho, sudah terlihat letih para pemain Indonesia. Tapi sesungguhnya Thailand juga terlihat agak lelah juga, Bung Doni.
Pasti mengingat bahwa mereka memang tetap menjalankan liga di 90 menit normal, tapi mereka melawan tim seberat sekelas Vietnam itu tentu menguras tenaga Thailand. Sementara kita sendiri harus melalui pertandingan selama 120 menit. Dan faktor kelelahan di sini terlihat memang ada di Indonesia, di timnas Indonesia. Tapi kita juga harus katakan memang kita kalah dalam hal mental kali ini. Sangat disayangkan. Sesuatu yang sebenarnya sudah ditunjukkan Indonesia dengan baik pada saat melawan Vietnam, pada melawan Singapura. Tapi kali ini memang kita masih tertinggal 0-4. Sesuatu yang tidak baik tentunya untuk dilakoni di laga leg kedua. Bung Adi.
Dicocok lagi oleh titipan. Sangat berbahaya titipan seorang diri. Hati-hati. Mudah buat penjaga gawang Nadeo. Lepas lagi. Poklau. Modin pada Poklau. Masih Poklau. Supacok. Titipan. Oh, Boracit. Masih diblok oleh Nadeo. Ada Rizky Ridho. Titipan. Boracit. Dicocok saja oleh Rizky Ridho. 5 menit waktu tersisa. Pacok kiri Thailand. Boracit pada titipan. Evan Dimas. Kuasai bola. Masih Evan. Dikejar oleh Kristandu. Dicocok oleh Kristandu. Masih ada waktu Indonesia untuk bisa setidaknya mencetak 1 gol. Dewangga pendek saja kepada Hutan, digagalkan oleh titipan, masih titipan. Mudah saja umpan pendek kepada Supacok ke tengah. Ada Poklau, masih Poklau. Umpan cepat pada Supacai, coba dikejar oleh Rizky Ridho. Masih Supacai, Supacai Caidet, shooting. Lemah datangnya, mudah buat penjaga gawang Nadeo. 11 Poklau kanan. Asnawi, belakang Asnawi, Rizky Ridho. Umpan jauh Rizky Ridho. Evan Dimas Darmono. Mudah kehilangan bola Indonesia tadi. Supacai. Philip. Ada Elkan Bagot. Masih Elkan. Langkap tadi oleh Poklau. Witan Sulaiman. Witan Sulaiman. Kanan. Asnawi. Masih Asnawi. Umpan terobosan. Ada Denny. Masih Denny. Shooting Denny. Oh, Tuhan. Gagal Indonesia. Meskipun Indonesia ketinggalan 4-0, tapi sesungguhnya Indonesia juga banyak memiliki peluang yang tidak bisa menghasilkan gol, Bung Doni.
Ya, tercatat mungkin ini peluang ketiga atau keempat yang cukup baik, yang seharusnya bisa dikonversikan menjadi gol oleh seorang Dedik yang bermain cukup bekerja keras, walaupun belum terlalu efisien. Dan lagi-lagi memang sangat disayangkan, terlepas bahwa timnas Thailand jauh mungkin secara level di atas kita, tapi sebenarnya lebih terhadap kita bermain tidak dalam kemampuan terbaik timnas Indonesia. Kita tahu sebenarnya seharusnya jauh lebih baik daripada laga leg 1 yang kita tonton kali ini, Bung Hadi.
Baik tekanan Thailand, hati-hati kita lihat. Hasil gagalan sangat baik oleh Dewangga. Poklau, shooting Poklau. Jauh di atas mistar dari Riyandi. Dan Indonesia pun mengganti penjaga gawang nampaknya, atau tetap Nadeo. Dan Nadeo. Dewangga. Gagal Dewangga memberikan umpan, tidak ada satupun pemain Indonesia. Kawin. Istandu ke belakang. Kawin bangsa kanan. Misalnya Kamal. Umpan jauh. Luar biasa Supacok. Masuk kepada Supacai. Nadio warga Winata dan Supacai Cainet. Ikan Bagot Indonesia coba bangun serangan dari bawah. Rizky Ridho. Asnawi. Dedi Setiawan. Masih Dedi. Egi Mauna Fikri. Gagal Egi. Kehilangan bola sangat mudah pemain Indonesia. Istando cepat ke depan. Arahkan pada Supacai. Luar biasa sentuhan para pemain Thailand, Bung Doni.
Ya, possession mereka itu mereka terjemahkan menjadi sebuah akurasi umpan ya, dan penguasaan bola yang begitu dominan, begitu efektif. Ini yang menjadi pembeda, tidak terjadi dalam lawan-lawan timnas Indonesia sebelumnya. Jadi memang ini adalah perang lapangan tengah yang jelas dengan mutlak, dengan telak dimenangkan oleh timnas Thailand. Kita tentunya berharap tadi kalaupun memang tertinggal 1-0 atau 2-0, kita harus bisa menjaga selisih gol untuk tidak bisa memberikan Thailand lebih leluasa lagi. Tapi apa yang terjadi adalah Bung Adi, sebuah peluang yang lagi-lagi memang tidak terlalu efisien dan begitu mudah.
Thailand. Pusat kanan balik dari Thailand pada Poklau. Hadapan dengan Rizky. Masih Poklau cepat pada Oracit. Keluar dari gawangan Nadio warga Winata. Langsung lempar ke depan Nadio. Gagal Egi. Cocok saja kita oleh Bordin Pala. Sisa 1 menit lagi pertandingan babak kedua. Indonesia masih atau sudah tertinggal 0-4 dari Thailand. Memang masih ada leg kedua. Semoga saja di leg kedua Indonesia masih bisa bangkit. Balik Thailand. Supacok. The Phillips. Supacok lagi. Dilanggar tadi kita oleh Ramai Rumah Kick. Wasit Al-Hukul Supri Al-Husain dari Saudi Arabia telah meniup fluit panjang tanda berakhirnya pertandingan babak kedua antara Indonesia melawan Thailand pada leg pertama final Piala AFF 2020 yang berlangsung di Stadion Nasional Singapura. Pemirsa, kita kembali ke studio bersama Bung Idan dan juga Bung Doni. Salam olahraga.